Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So I'm finally here. I'm at the southern terminus of the Bibbulmun track. I know it's been a few weeks. I've had a lot going on, which I'll fill you in over the course of today's hike probably. But we stayed at a friend's house here in Albany last night, and we've just wandered down about 1.2 kilometers already of extra miles. But we're about to get underway, and I'm so excited. My first through hike. So this is what the terminus looks like. For anyone interested, Albany's a really beautiful place. Give you a little 360-degree view here. I think it used to be down where the bus stop is, where we came in last night, where I've finished the Munda Biddy previously, if you've seen those videos, but this is the new spot. Those signs are not high enough. They need to be like a little higher, I think. But look, actually the Munda Biddy is just over here too. This is our first trail blaze. Apparently a blaze marks the trail, so it's this way. This is actually a hilarious way to make us start. Down the stairs, out the back of the building, right past the trash bins. That must be what they think are hikers. Fuck, these stairs are slippery too. It's actually quite a good view of town from here too. So we've already found ourselves on trail. We're just meandering our way out of Albany. I remember this from the Munda Biddy. We do this crossing too, over the railway line. We just came over a main road up there. Look both ways, guys. Actually kind of hard getting your bike over this. So I see they're pulling down these old warehouses here. Probably going to turn all this into housing, I'd imagine. Does make for a cool sight on the hike though. And then just around the corner, we find ourselves on the water. Awesome. Alright, so we've stopped for our first break, and this is my girlfriend Carly. She's from California.
Hi guys.
She's been here for almost, about a month now, and we're finally making a start. So we check out this spot we've got right now too.
Beautiful.
Perfect spot for your first little break. And there's where we started back there, Albany. And actually we're on a new part of the Munda Biddy now too. It just so happens. I like it here. We're now 6.2 kilometers in. Found ourselves a little restroom. Not that I need it, but good for Carly. We're gonna keep walking. I think the first hut's 12 k's from the start, which I think we'll do pretty easily, but considering I haven't hiked before, we're probably gonna consider staying there tonight. So a lot of the trail today is just getting ourselves out of the city, but there are little bits like this that really make it a lot nicer. So I can't complain too much. A lot of noise from the road though. Alright, so I think we finally made it onto the proper trail now. It's been single track for quite a while. I can't actually hear traffic anymore, so that's really nice. Getting a bit hungry, I've been snacking as I go. Trying to eat before I get too hungry. Got some rice crackers in my pocket. Walking further and further away from Albany. Still see it in the distance. These trails are pretty bushy. We're just talking about how it's hard to find a spot to stop for food. Guys, I feel so disorganized. We're stopped for our first lunch. We're making some ramen here. Half my bag's already out on the ground. I got so much food. And we were so nervous for a moment because we couldn't find our lighter, and we were both convinced that we'd forgotten it. But luckily, it was in my old trusty fanny pack. They are so good. You need a fanny pack. Actually a great first spot to have lunch. And we've just whipped it up. We've got ramen here, and believe it or not, we actually brought a little thing of sriracha and a vegan mayo. And we're back out hiking again. Actually can't complain about that view either. Look at that. We'll be at the coast soon. I can just feel it. Alright, it's a bit windy, but we made it to the coast. I was on the phone, I had my head down. Then I looked up and I was like, oh damn. I'm trying to film so the wind's not in the camera, but look at it over here. Yeah, so one of the things that's put us off starting is one of my family members is a bit sick. And so I've been trying to organize this trip around, being supportive and being available for that. And so, yeah, that's why it's all been a bit delayed. But we figured we can try and at least do some sections between that and still do the end to end. So we'll see how that goes. And I think can see the hut up in the distance. Alright, we're wandering into our first hut. Looks like there's a few backpacks there, so I expect to see a couple people. I see 3 backpacks. That'd be interesting. Sand patch, is that what this hut is called? We just made our way up to the viewpoint of the hut and check this out. Isn't that such an amazing view? Such a beautiful coastline. Just epic. We think we're gonna hike another 3 or so kilometers. So Carly's just writing up in the logbook here, putting our names in. We're gonna head off in a minute. So that's the hut. How sick is that? So awesome to have these sorts of facilities. Absolutely amazing. Check it out inside. Isn't that so awesome? Oh, it's actually so windy. Look at this view out here. Well, I think it's really windy. Carly doesn't seem to think so. Look at that. You think it's windy?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Not from what you're used to. Carly's done a lot of hiking. I'm really glad we kept going because just look at this. We get to enjoy this in nice, cool afternoon weather. It's a bit overcast. The rain's kind of like just a little sprinkle every now and then. But we're planning on camping underneath the windmill farm, which you'll see soon enough. Speaking of the windmills, you can just see them over there. Isn't this great? Look at this. So we're about a half mile to where we're hoping to camp. Just had to stop and take in this view. There's the wind farm there. It's windy, but it is beautiful. Look at this. There's a trail down there. I can't really get enough of this. This is just awesome. Well, for my first day hiking, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I mean, look at this. We're on this little boardwalk right on a cliff. You can hear the waves coming crashing in. You can see stairs down there. I think people surf down there. Now, there's a little toilet up here. We're hoping to find a camp spot. Alright, so we just found a restroom. And that's a little cabin there too. So I'm just looking for a campsite. I wouldn't want to be right under this thing, I don't think. Well, we think we found our spot. It's like a little hidden cavity just off the trail. What do you think of it? Okay, she thinks it'll do the job, and so do I. So that's good. We're on the same page. Alright, this is our spot for tonight. Actually fairly stealthy, except there is a path right there. I think you would see us if you were paying any kind of attention. Anyway, I'm gonna set up some dinner and then we can relax. Yeah, so our spot is cozy to say the least. I'm enjoying some vegan fruit jellies. Ooh, someone's coming past, let me show you. That's how close we are to the little trail. Actually, that is the Bibbulmun. As you can see, I have the classic rice with some curry sauce. Can't wait to get stuck into it. This is where we're gonna eat. Isn't that great? Look at that. Alright, so we're about to enjoy dinner with this view. And I'm gonna wrap the video up. Thanks for watching day 1 of the Bibbulmun. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be staying at a hut. We will be skipping one hut around midday. We'll probably have lunch there and then finishing up at the next. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's time for the next adventure and I'm glad you're all coming along with me. Let me know what you think of hiking in the comments, and so far I'm really enjoying it. So we'll see how it goes compared to a bike tour.